This was at Fontana High School in California. There he is. He's the top guy there, the guy standing up. He was also the club trustee of Kilo 6 Delta Golf Echo, which is the Dorothy Grant Elementary School, which some of you guys probably remember when I interviewed Beverly and all her young ham radio operators that they had been working on licensing. And I think Dale showed a video, too, on them getting them licensed. But there's Dave. He's also an active member and vice president of the Intrepid DX group. He's been on over 65 DXpeditions. He enjoys contesting and DXing as well. And as a member of the ARRL, he has published numerous articles in QST and the DXCC yearbook. He was inducted into the CQDX Hall of Fame in 2014. He also received the Potomac Valley Radio Club's President Leadership Award for his leadership in DXpeditions and youth involvement. He's a member of the ARRL A1 Operators Club, and his DXpedition to ST0R, the Republic of South Sudan, which is kind of a scary place to go operate from, that nabbed him DXpedition of the Year in 2013. So welcome aboard, Dave. Glad to have you with us.
Well, it's my pleasure, first of all, to be here. And I really love that DX Engineering magazine I saw.
Yeah, that's our Bible here as well. Lots of good stuff in there. As a matter of fact, you have a DXpedition coming up to South Sandwich and South Georgia Islands. And at the end, I'm going to show you an old video of an old DXpedition there in 2002. You can buy this on DX Engineering website, too. But anyway, so you got the big DXpedition coming up to both South Sandwich and South Georgia Island this winter. But, you know, I wanted to go back to the 53 or over 65 DXpeditions. That's a lot of DXpeditions. Can you just name a few of the DXpeditions you've been on?
Yeah, I think it's been around 68 DXpeditions now with 78 different countries, but either arriving, trying to operate, but didn't get a chance on a few of them. The main ones, Tango 33 Charlie, Banaba, November 8 Sugar. That was a great DXpedition, 117,000 Qs in 11 days. Back in the day, we were tracking first place tent and generator class was outstanding. Then the YI-9P SE in Iraq, X-Ray Zulu 1 Japan, 7 Oscar 6 Tango Republic of Yemen, 5 Alpha 7, 3 Delta 2, ST0R, and then the one I got in a little hot water, Kilo 3 Lima Papa Stroke KP5 Desacheo many years ago, and many more.
Okay. Very good. Well, that's a lot of DXpeditions. You're very busy, obviously. Now, you got this really big one coming up. Now, these are both on the top 10 most wanted list, correct?
Absolutely. Number 3 and 7.
Okay. And now, how long has it taken you, or when did you start to plan this DXpedition? How long does it take?
Well, I think without getting into a lot of politics, back in around June, July of 2014, both Paul and 6PSA and I were speaking. We said, listen, we need to go off and identify a few more targets for us to go after. And like any probably good or excellent DXpedition team, you don't start off by one. You probably identify 4 or 5 different locations. And one of them happened to be to go to Victor Pape, both South Georgia and South Sandwich Islands. And from that, we end up making a submission, getting the authorization, and here we are today. I think Paul and I speak by telephone at least once or twice a day. There's a tremendous amount of energy that goes into a trip like this.
Yeah, how many man hours do you think you got in on this already?
The ones that I know of, or the ones my wife knows?
Whichever's higher.
You know, I think just putting together some of the plans and the layout, I probably spent about 3 days, about 12 hours a day in detail, just putting those charts up on the screen. But if you can imagine, an hour a day since, you know, for over a year now.
Okay. That's a lot of work. Now, how are you guys going to get to South Sandwich and South Georgia?
All of our team is going to fly to Santiago, Chile. We'll land there preferably on the 8th, day before. On the 9th, we'll depart around 9 o'clock in the morning, arriving in Stanley, the Falkland Islands, around 3 o'clock, and we'll go directly to the boat. In order to save a little bit of time and not get hung up in the hotel, we're going to board the boat and get the heck out of Dodge and head on down to South Georgia.
I think we have some slides on that too. If you want to roll the next 4 slides, Brian, too. It kind of shows, yeah, the Falklands. They're taking off from the Falklands, and then you're going to sail to South Georgia, correct?
Yeah, we're going to be on the Braveheart. This is a wonderful ship. It's 29 meters, 120 foot long, with a crew of 5. Obviously, the owner being Nigel Julie, and his son, the captain, Matt Julie, will host us on that ship, and we're really looking forward to it.
Now, how dangerous is this trek from the Falklands to South Georgia and South Sandwich?
Well, I think our crew, at least 50% of us, have done the South Pacific and seen some of the brutal part. But I think the big issue here is the trip getting down to South Georgia, and then it get more intense as we get to the South Pole. As you know, South Sandwich Island is about 58 degrees south, which is closer to the South Pole than Heard and Beauvais. So the environment's going to be a little bit more rough. Getting on and off the ship and getting our equipment to shore is really going to be a test of all of our skill and capabilities. And I think you'll find out a lot of our team members are really spending the time to lift a little bit of weights, get ourselves in shape, and get ready for this trip.